Hey friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, don't forget to hit subscribe. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for joining me on my channel. And if you can tell by these first few photos, today we're making chocolate chip cookies, but these aren't just ordinary chocolate chip cookies. These are going to be gluten-free, sugar-free, keto-friendly, trim healthy mama friendly chocolate chip cookies, and they are to die for. Today in the kitchen, I am testing out a version that is going to be peanut butter, but I'll also put down in the comments section the peanut butter version for the recipe, as well as the original chocolate chip version of the recipe that we made yesterday. All right, enjoy. So the first thing I'm doing here is I'm going to blend or cream my wet ingredients, which would be my sweetener, my butter, eggs, and vanilla. I'm putting all that into a separate bowl and then I'm mixing it with my hand mixer. If you have a KitchenAid, you can also make this recipe in the KitchenAid. It is a traditional cookie recipe that has a wet batter and then a dry mix, and then you incorporate them together. I'm going to post the entire recipe down below in the comment section, so be sure to check that out. Also, my 8-year-old took this video, and it's an 8-year-old took this video, so I just wanted to have a video in case people wanted to see me making it, because I know some of us are visual learners and some of us are readers. So what I'm going to do is just put the chocolate chip cookie recipe in the description box, because it is the same as the peanut butter. All you do is you substitute in the same amount of chocolate chips that I used for this peanut butter case, which I'm using peanut butter flour in this recipe to make it peanut butter flavored. I use peanut butter flour, and then I used an additional 1 generous tablespoon of actual peanut butter. This cut down on the carbs and the naturally occurring sugar in the peanut butter for me, not using completely just peanut butter alone, but using that defatted flour in with just a hint of actual peanut butter. So once I have my dry ingredients in a separate bowl and my wet ingredients all mixed up, I will incorporate the two. So this was me trying to work out if I was going to do full on peanut butter or if I was going to use the defatted peanut flour. And I ended up going with the defatted peanut flour for the bulk of it, and then just using a little bit of actual peanut butter. I thought this would cut down on some of the, obviously the fat because it's defatted, and then some of the carbs and the naturally occurring sugars in the peanut butter. But if you want to have a go at it, I have the complete recipe. All you need to do is replace the defatted peanut butter flour with actual peanut butter. Try it that way and let me know how it works out. So here again, I'm just mixing up those wet ingredients. I've already stirred my dry ingredients together, and now I'm incorporating the dry stuff in with the wet ingredients, and I will fold all of that into each other. And then the hard part is letting this dough rest, because it is going to be very wet. So one thing with cooking low carb, gluten-free, cooking with almond flour and coconut flour is you have to let your dough rest. This is the dough, and it's got to rest in the refrigerator for 15 to 30 minutes before you bake it. So I'll be right back. Once your dough has rested, take it out of the refrigerator and you can begin the cookie making process. I used a spoon, I used my hand, and I also used the back of an ice cream scoop. What I'm doing here is just forming the dough into medium-sized balls, and then I start by putting it on my silicone cookie sheet and pressing it with the ice cream scoop. You can also use a spoon. This will kind of flatten out the cookies a little bit. I ended up going between either using the ice cream scoop or using my hands just to press down the cookies. You can also use a fork and score the tops of these. That would look really nice with a crisscross scoring like a traditional peanut butter cookie has. That's a good idea. Now it's time to bake these. These will bake in the oven and then we'll actually let them rest again so that they cook a little bit more outside the oven as they rest. And we're done with baking our cookies. They came out delicious. The flavor was nice and soft on the inside. These are soft baked cookies. If you do want them to be firmer, you can just cook them for a little bit longer or press them out so they're a little bit flatter. Both recipes will be in the description. Don't forget to like and follow my page here on YouTube as well as my page on Facebook.